Recently, the creator of BLEACH teased some key information about the final core of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime. He had stated that a mysterious character is coming to Core 4. The exact quote is that it's going to be the biggest surprise in all of BLEACH. Here's where things get really interesting. The final core of the anime is not just wrapping things up with a neat little bow. We're talking about 57% of the final 13 episodes of the BLEACH anime containing content that we've never seen before. This isn't just extra scenes or extended fights. This is over 7 episodes worth of content that Kubo is adding to the 1000-Year Blood War arc. Now, there is a burning question within everyone's mind. Who is this mysterious character that Kubo has teased? Could it be none other than Tokinada Tsuneyashiro? I can already hear some of you saying, well, isn't he from the Can't Be Your Own World light novels? While this is true, Tokinada was active behind the scenes during the events of the 1000-Year Blood War arc, so it would be interesting if the anime staff are able to include him in some way or another within Core 4, as this would be perfect build-up for a Can't Be Your Own World anime adaptation. In this video, I'll be uncovering the importance of Tokinada as a character, and why including him into Core 4 may help to fix the rushed ending of the BLEACH manga. Tokinada is more than just a typical BLEACH villain with a tragic backstory. This man is a member of the noble Tsuneyashiro family, one of the 5 great noble houses, and he is utterly rotten to his very core. The Zanpakuto that he uses, Enra Kyoten, belongs to his noble family. It has the power to imitate any Zanpakuto ability that Tokinada has witnessed. Imagine that he is able to switch between Senbonzakura, Wabisuke, and Sakanade at will. What makes Tokinada truly special is his complete moral bankruptcy. This man is the reason why Kaname Tozen is the way that he is. If you recall to Tozen's backstory, where one of his friends was murdered, her husband who had gotten away with it was in fact Tokinada. He killed his wife for a sense of justice, all for entertainment, and it was his actions that had pushed Tozen down his path of revenge against the Soul Society. Tokinada was also the puppet master behind Ginjo's hatred for the Soul Society, as Tokinada was responsible for murdering Ginjo's Fullbringer friends as he was after their Soul King fragments within their bodies. He had then used his noble authority as being a member of one of the noble houses in order to force surveillance functions into the substitute Shinigami badge, which was against the wishes of Ukitake, as it made it look like Ukitake betrayed Ginjo's trust. The light novels make it clear that Tokinada isn't misunderstood. He's not fighting for some greater good. He is evil because he enjoys it. After he had learnt that the foundations of the very world that he exists in are built upon a lie, he sees no problem with burning it all down for fun. Tokinada is linked to the core conflicts of the 1000-Year Blood War arc, even though we never see him. He had discovered the true nature of the Soul King within his family's secret archives. This is the very truth that drives the character of Yhwach on his crusade against the Soul Society. Tokinada also knows exactly what the ancestors of the 5 great noble families did to the Soul King. It would be interesting if Tokinada appears and reveals that the ancestors dismembered the Soul King and sealed him within a crystalline prison, leaving him in an eternal state between life and death. These details would help viewers to better understand Yhwach's motivations. The Can't Be Your Own World light novels reveal that Tokinada was actively trying to create a new Soul King during the exact time frame of the 1000-Year Blood War arc. While Yhwach had waged war on the surface, Tokinada was running his own experiments in the shadows. These were essentially 2 different approaches to the same goal, as both Tokinada and Yhwach were trying to destroy the current world order. In Core 3, we had a brief glimpse of a Soul King flashback. These were glimpses of the Soul King's dismemberment, the crystalline structure, as well as the horror of a young Yhwach who had witnessed it all. The flashback was pretty vague and ambiguous, but the one person who could reveal more information about this is clearly Tokinada. The anime revealed the Soul King being mutilated, but we didn't see the perpetrators, but we know that the 5 ancestors of the noble families were involved. The noble family that Tokinada belongs to, the Tsuneyashiro clan, were the ringleaders behind this operation. They were the ones who sealed the Soul King in the crystalline structure, even when it was clear that the Soul King was not resisting his fate. The Tsuneyashiro clan ancestor was so paranoid about the power of the Soul King that he had ordered the Soul King to be dismembered, tearing away his arms of stillness and progress, along with his legs and the heart all being scattered in order to prevent any possibility of the Soul King escaping or using his powers against the noble family ancestors. It seems that Yhwach's motivations stem from him having witnessed this atrocity, but the anime hasn't given us a full picture of what he had seen when he was young. Tokinada could be the missing piece to all of this, as he could be the one who reveals not just what had happened, but the sickening details that justify Yhwach's actions. Imagine Ichigo learning that the actions of the evil Quincy King is revenge for an unforgivable crime that the good guys had committed. This is the kind of moral complexity that exists within Bleach, especially if you read about the extended lore in the light novels. It would be fascinating to have all of this information finally included within the anime, because I firmly believe that without the knowledge of Can't Be Your Own World, you cannot truly appreciate the character of Yhwach and why he did what he did. Within the manga, after Yhwach was defeated, we had a 10-year time skip revealing to us the epilogue of the series. I think that Tokinada could be included within Core 4 prior to this epilogue, because the events of the Can't Be Your Own World light novel take place approximately 6 months after Yhwach was defeated. Maybe we could see a brief glimpse of Tokinada teasing at a Can't Be Your Own World anime adaptation before we get the 10-year epilogue from the end of the manga. Maybe in some way they could link Tokinada to Yhwach, stating that he is about to accomplish what Yhwach had failed to do. They both wanted to destroy the current world, and they both knew the truth about the Soul King, with Yhwach wanting to return reality to the primordial world and Tokinada wanting to replace the Soul King. You have to think back to Kubo's specific wording when he says that character will appear and it's going to be the biggest surprise in all of Bleach. I don't think he is referring to Kazui or Ichika. It seems as though it's a character that fans are at least aware of, but will not be expecting to appear within Core 4. Tokinada doesn't appear within the manga, but we know that he was working behind the scenes during the 1000-year Blood War arc, because during the events of the second Quincy invasion on the Soul Society, it was Tokinada who had managed to acquire the brain of Gremmy, as this was the core of the hybrid being that he was trying to create called Hikone. And also during the second invasion of the Quincy, Tokinada had taken advantage of all of the chaos in order to enter into the royal palace. This is where he had stolen the Zanpakuto Iko Mikidomo from Uetsu Nimaya's palace called Hoden. Even if we get some brief shots of a shadowy, mysterious figure picking up Gremmy's brain, and him also appearing within Nimaya's palace, it would be more than enough setup for us to then lead into a Can't Be Your Own World anime adaptation after Core 4 ends. The interesting thing is that the 1000-year Blood War arc anime has already included stuff from the Can't Be Your Own World light novels. Take for example Shinji's Bankai, it's straight from the light novels. The Bambi is getting more screen time takes leaves out of the Can't Be Your Own World light novels where they're given actual character development. With them getting more screen time here, it may lead into the Can't Be Your Own World anime where they have a bit more of a prominent role in the story. Kubo did recently reveal that he has done so much work on Core 4 that it's equivalent to all of the work that he has done thus far between Cores 1 to 3. Kubo being a general supervisor, it means that he is overseeing all of the additions that are being made to the anime. He's responsible for expanding upon the rushed sections of the manga, so if he felt that some of Tokinada's story was essential context that the manga couldn't include due to Kubo's failing health, then this is his chance to include Tokinada within the anime. I think most fans had thought of two characters when they had seen this quote from Kubo. It was either Tokinada or Soya Azashiro. I really want it to be Tokinada, as I would love to have a Can't Be Your Own World anime adaptation, but all of this rests upon the anime staff having enough material to fix the ending of the Bleach manga. We first need to resolve the rushed pacing of the 1000-year Blood War arc, with several fights occurring off screen with the fates of characters not being known, and with some battles just feeling really anticlimactic. I think that there is plenty of space here for original content, with over 7 episodes of new stuff that we can expect to see. There will be major revelations, flashbacks, extended fight sequences, and all new fights featuring characters who got little to no screen time within the manga. The fact that Isshin and Ryuken have arrived ahead of schedule within the anime also means that there is promise for them to have an expanded role too. I just hope that somewhere within all of these anime exclusive editions, we get at least a brief glimpse of Tokinada and what he was doing during the events of the 1000-Year Blood War arc, because the Can't Fear Unworld light novels do reveal that he was present, but he was just working in the shadows. We have reached the point of the video where I want to hand over the discussion to all of you. What do you think about Tokinada's possible role in Core 4 of the 1000-Year Blood War arc anime? Do you want to see an anime adaptation of the Can't Fear Unworld light novels as much as I do? And who do you think is the mysterious character that Kubo was teasing about? Which character's arrival could possibly be the biggest surprise in all of Bleach? I look forward to reading all of your thoughts, so definitely continue the discussion in the comments. And lastly, thanks for making it to the end of this one, and I cannot wait to see you in my next Bleach video.
A massive thank you goes out to all of my amazing Patreon supporters for helping to make this video possible. If you also want to support the channel and see your name in the end of my videos, then check out my Patreon, which has loads of perks like early video access and so much more. Thank you for sticking around till the end of the video, and whatever you contribute will mean a lot to me.